play a game of duck, duck, goose. So, Taurus says, I heard duck, duck, goose when I felt the energy behind your cards and I kept seeing the goose. So what does that mean? Well, the game of duck, duck, goose is about people, it's about being like somebody who's outside of the norm, outside, you have like a special rule, right? You're the goose, everybody else is a duck. And just for that moment, you kind of have this power over, you know more than everybody else. And you get to pick the moment where you reveal that you're the goose. And then that person, whoever you choose to reveal that you're the goose to, has to like chase you around, right? So this game is very symbolic because it's talking about like the timing, like the knowing something and then having the ability to act on it at the appropriate time when other people don't know about it. Okay, so that's the theme for you guys for this week. Maybe you guys have a secret and you're waiting for the right time to tell a specific person, and that's, you know, you're the goose and you are picking the duck you're choosing the duck to tell, but you have control of the timing of it. Now, looking at the cards on the board, actually, before we get the cards on the board, I saw a ghost too, which kind of reinforces the fact of like secrecy, like not really acting yet, being kind of a ghost, like looking, knowing more than everybody else, having like a vantage point that nobody else does, but not acting. But anyway, looking at the board, we've got the sun. So it could be that whatever this is about, it may not even be bad. It just is something that brings illumination to a situation. It brings light to something, and it might have been bad in the past. Three of Swords. So it's like trauma that we've gotten over, shit we've gotten over, but we haven't really let people know about the fact that we're over it. So maybe it's still like a bit of a freshly healed wound, and so we're not really feeling like we want to display it to everybody. Like let's say metaphorically, you got a big nasty wound on your arm and you don't want to wear a short sleeve shirt to show that wound because it's got scars, right? It's scarred, it's healed, but it's scarred. And that's what this is. It's like you've gotten over some trauma, you've healed from something, Taurus, or somebody you're dealing with has healed from something. And they're just choosing who to reveal the scars to and the timing. All right, this is very interesting. Let's pull, let's look at the bottom card. We've got the Strength card. That's holding back and withholding information, withholding your action. It's just waiting and withholding. Let's see what we're withholding. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. So we're withholding something very tangible. Like we're withholding, what's an example of this? Like in the game of Duck Duck Goose, okay? You physically have to tap somebody on the head to indicate they're the goose. And the Page of Pentacles is very touchy, very tactile. So we're withholding the tap. We are withholding on tapping the person until we're sure they're the one, until we feel comfortable, the Emperor, in our own skin and we feel proud of our scars. Until we feel proud of our scars, we're not tapping anybody to show our scars too. Okay, now keep in mind this could be you or somebody you're dealing with who has these scars, right? All right, let's pull some oracle cards. Tell me more about what's going on with Taurus and about, everything we just talked about. The Duck Duck Goose. Tell me more about Duck Duck Goose. Tell me more about this Duck Duck Goose situation. Tell me more. All right, so looking at the cards on the board, we've got the Sword coming out. The Sword is truth and clarity. And also, it's truth and clarity that we choose to reveal to other people. And with the Mind, well, maybe that's part of the thing. We're still considering who to reveal, who to clarify a situation, because we don't want to clarify a situation to all the ducks. Again, because we might not be uncomfortable. We might not be comfortable in front of the ducks, because you're the goose, okay? Follow my metaphor. Looking at these cards down here, we've got the Ship, we've got the Staff, and the Hammer. The Hammer's repair and healing. So there's still a sense that we're not quite done healing. Like the scars, they're gnarly, and so we still like aren't really like super proud of them. It's like the more people who we show it to, the more we actually prod the wound. And so we really have to choose carefully on who we show our wounds to, our scars to, because the process might actually open up those wounds and scars. That's what I'm seeing is here, a sense of being very careful and choosing who to reveal your scars to, because you don't want to reopen these scars. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have Gemini. So yeah, this is all about interactions with people. Gemini is interpersonal interactions. It's me putting myself in your shoes, you putting me in my shoes, and things being clarified, right? Clarifying a situation regarding somebody being a goose and somebody, not being a duck like we thought. So, and with Neptune, there is currently a fog. Neptune is fog. So there's a need to clarify a situation where someone is playing the duck duck goose game where they're not clarifying because they're choosing not to tap people to show them what's going on. And like I said, it's because of all those reasons I just mentioned. Let's pull some advice. This advice is going to be either for you dealing with someone like that, or you as the person with these, who's in that position to reveal something that you have scars about and you're holding off. Wow. So yeah, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups is give people a chance. Give people a chance, man. It's almost like you have friends that are good friends. You have good friends and you have people who you could count on, but you're not giving them a chance. You're just kind of circling. You're circling them in the duck duck goose game, but you're not tapping them because you don't even want to give them a chance. And it's showing up as giving them a chance because these people are good people. They are part of your 3 of Cups is people who are actually like your peers, who are your friends, that sort of a thing. Let's see what else there is on top. Yeah, and here's the support. Here is the support from the people that you gave a chance to and revealed your scars to. They don't poke your scars and they don't, make the wound fresh again. They don't do that. Here's what they do. 9 of Pentacles, the Justice card, is they just say, well, good for you. Good for you that you are now like an individual. You've grown into yourself. It's like they don't judge you for being a goose. They just say, good for you for living your best life as you. And there's support with the Strength card. There's support there with the Strength card also. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. That's still you, still wary of everyone around you. It's like, I don't think you trust people. Let's pull Oracle cards and find out what else. Let's see what else we can find. Any other advice here? Any last advice here for Taurus? Last advice. Okay, so we have the Moon coming out with the ear. This is listening to your intuition, listening to your gut feeling, and going with really what feels right. Going with what feels right and acknowledging your own emotions rather than maybe going with like logic. And maybe logic is telling you that you got to keep circling the game. Maybe logic says you can't trust these people and you can't tap this person. You got to keep circling the game. You got to keep stalling. You got to keep being a ghost. But your intuition and your heart, your emotions, if you were to be receptive to them, I think they would tell you different. Let's pull more cards and see what they would tell you. Yeah, look, your intuition is telling you to trust these people. We've got the universal hexagram and honey. It's like these people are people who care about you, and they care about your highest and best interests. That's the honey with the universal hexagram. It's like they care about your spiritual well-being. These are the people who you're considering playing the duck duck goose game, who you're not choosing. And they also are people who will stick around. These people will stick around. They have your highest well-being in mind, but you still don't trust them. So this is saying give them a chance. If you were to be to sit there with your feelings, your gut feelings would tell you to trust these people, and that's what the cards are telling you to do too. All right, Tauruses, I hope you guys got something out of that. Thank you guys for being here. If you like this reading and you want to see more of these, don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and also check out Patreon if you want to support what I do. Links should be below for that. I'll see you guys next time.